right, fellas, here's the play call. We got Jets 9, Odell on a jet air raid, Patriots fall down, Burrow MVP, Penix 10 on 3. Break. Hey, we did it first time. What a time to be alive.
Football's in the air, gentlemen. How you guys doing?
Good. How about yourself, my guys?
It's Saturday.
We started out the video the same way last time, Vijay.
Yes, right. That's right. If it ain't broke, try not to fix it, I guess. Exactly. try not to anyway.
All right. Then not only is football back, football is being played as we're recording. Shout out to Iowa State. Shout out to Kansas State. Shout out to Dublin. Yeah, football's back. The NFL preseason, we're recording during Ravens Commanders. So I guess I'm a bad Ravens fan today, but yeah.
Shout out to the Ravens and Commanders.
Absolutely. So yeah, we have 6 topics on the docket. How do I screw that up? But I don't screw the intro up. I don't know. We have 6 topics on the docket, and we have a new gimmick this week. Fellas, we are introducing the 10-minute drill. 2-minute drills are for NFL teams. We have the 10-minute drill. For our first play call, this is a VJ special. You have the Jets winning 9 games? Explain.
I have the Jets winning at least 9 games. I did not predict Jets in the playoffs before everyone in the comments roast me. But I do, which I'm probably going to get roasted for this take anyway, because we were going back and forth about this little off camera, but we saved the good stuff for the live stream or the live recording, rather. So I got the Jets winning 9 games this year, and that's mostly based on, hope. But a lot of it is based in logic. Hear me out. I have them splitting every game this year in their division. I have the Jets going 3-3 in the AFC East. So there's your 3 wins right there. You look at the schedule. Hear me out, fellas. Hear me out. Okay. On the schedule, you got the Panthers, right? Are they world beaters? I know they're going to look at the Jets, say the same thing. We got the Jets. You got the Falcons, depending on how you feel about Michael Penix, they may be looking at us the same way too, where there's quarterback questions on both sides. You got the Saints, Jaguars, and, the Cowboys. And then, of course, then you get into the Browns, Broncos, Ravens. We won't touch that game, right? And who else we got here? Who am I missing here? And the Bengals. So if I look at that, and I look at how the NFL works every year in a wonky way, I look at the Jets defense, being a main cause for my optimism. I think Aaron Glenn's going to have those boys ready to play. I think we're actually due for a few interceptions from Ahmad Garner. I think the pass rush is going to eat this year.
We don't call him Sauce anymore, guy?
Not until he starts eating. Not until he starts eating. He is Ahmad until further knows. We said that last week as well. I'm going to stick to that. It's funny how people laugh when you say his real name, by the way. Is that, he's got
I'm so used to Sauce.
He dates Ice Spice, right?
Well, I think Ice Spice is now, dating somebody else, according to the New York Post. That's a topic for a different day, I guess.
So you're Sauce. You're meeting your girlfriend's husband for the first time. Do you say, "Hi, I'm Sauce," or do you say, "Hi, I'm Ahmad"?
He should be saying "Hi, I'm Ahmad," but I'm sure he's saying Sauce still. So, but I think Aaron Glenn's going to have that Jets defense at a top 5 legit level. And I think they're going to get turnovers this year. I think Justin Fields and that offense is going to do they're going to play ugly ball. They're going to have to. Justin Fields is not throwing you back from down. The biggest kept secret in the NFL. Wink, wink. Justin Fields-led offense is not going to, throw you back from a game when you're down even 14-0 or, when you're down more than 2 scores. I think the Jets will keep it close, though, in most of these games. I think they will play ugly ball. I think they're going to be able to run the ball. I have faith in that offensive line. I have faith that those big boys up front, if healthy, preface everything with saying if healthy, are going to be able to move guys in the pile. I believe that Breece Hall is going to have a big year receiving. That's going to be your number 2 receiver. And I think with competent quarterback play, as we said in the Zach Wilson era, that name that name even burns me to say. With competent quarterback play, I think the Jets defense is going to hold teams for the most part under 20. And I think the Jets will be able to score at least 21 points majority of weeks with the formula that Aaron Glenn wants to run. I think the run game is being undervalued at this point because of a few preseason drives that have gone for naught and a few bad practices. I don't think the Jets are showing their hand, as most teams don't, during the preseason. I think the run game is going to have a lot of wrinkles in it that are going to be able to keep teams off their heels or on their heels, I guess is a better way to put it. And I think 9 games is not as crazy as you guys both think it is. I'll throw it to you guys.
Splash, if I go first really quick? Or?
Yeah, go ahead.
If you guys want to go take shots, go ahead.
But I think for me, the biggest thing that I think about is where, we know the Jets are going to be at least competent. I want to say good because that's giving too much credit. I think they're going to be really good at running the football this year. I think that they're going to be able to have a decent running attack. We know Justin Fields is good on his feet. I think pre-show we were talking about how that could be the key to the Jets being good this year, but we know that it's a passing league. Contrary to what maybe our bosses over Frankie did a New York Post show, and he was talking about how the Eagles don't really throw the ball at all, but they were obviously Super Bowl winners. But you look at the other teams that are down there in passing yards, you're talking about non-playoff teams. Is Justin Fields going to be able to throw the ball, get it to Garrett Wilson and whatever wide receiver 2 that they end up finalizing on? Are they going to be able to get Garrett Wilson the ball to get the ball downfield and be able to get these plays? Or we're just going to be running the ball with Braylon, Brees, and Justin Fields, this Debo formation that the 49ers used to run. We're just going to be doing all these fancy trick plays the entire season. I don't really think that that's going to work for the Jets. I don't think they're there yet. They could be there one day, but especially one season in constructing this entire roster, 9 wins to me is already very generous. I feel past that, I can't even imagine. I don't want to say that it's impossible because nothing truly is, but 9 wins, I don't know. I would have Justin Fields would have to have such an amazing season already, and you're already relying on just Garrett Wilson and maybe not a true wide receiver 2 to take the pressure off of him. Now it's just where's everything? Are you going to convert Brees? I see Brees Hall wide receiver rumors now. It's what is going on? What's going to happen now? I'm not really too sure.
I'm trying to start that rumor, by the way. Brees Hall wide receiver. That's the best kept secret in the NFL. Brees Hall is our wide receiver 2 the whole time.
Well, I have a secret for you here, pal. Here's your drug test. This is a truly outrageous take.
Wow.
Yeah, go on FanDuel, go on DraftKings. The Jets are plus 350 to win 9 games. Probably not going to happen. Again, like Kwasi said, can't be 0. This is insane cope. This is insane hope. Yes, I see the vision and I see the schedule. It's a 3rd place schedule, not a 4th place schedule because the Patriots stunk last season. And I see the vision. I do see part of the vision. Good offensive line, run the ball. You have Fields, Braylon Allen, Brees Hall. You have a wide receiver 1. I applauded him last week. The defense is good. Sauce, Brandon Stevens is going to allow 7 million yards. You're bringing in Andre Sisco. You have Azariah Thomas out of Florida State? ?
Mm-hmm.
The best linebacker duo in football? Yes. Sherwood. I love Sherwood. And Quincy is great. Q in the interior is great. But like you mentioned, Vijay, if the Jets get down, you're not going to be able to come back in this passing attack with Fields. And yes, Wilson's good, and you bring in a nice tight end, but rookie tight ends have a spotty history. And outside of Garrett, it's Josh Reynolds and Alan Lazard and friends. And that is not a real NFL offense to me. Yes, they'll be able to run the ball, and there are some great matchups. The Carolina game, I'm higher on Carolina, I think, than the average fan. That's a good matchup for the Jets. They should be able to run the ball all over Carolina. Great. The problem is they're not going to beat Buffalo. We started this track down the train down the track says they're going to go 3-3 in division. They're not going to beat Buffalo. Buffalo is a wagon this year. Miami and New England, I think 2 games is your over-under is probably 1.5 wins out of that. And the Patriots, they have an 8-5 or 8.5 over-under this year. Miami is expected to be better than the Jets. So you're already asking for multiple upsets just to get to that 3-3 mark in the division. There are some games, like I said, Carolina. That's a winnable game. They should be able to run the ball in Carolina. They allowed 3,000 rushing yards last year. No wonder you can run the ball. But I have my issues with Fields. I think, like you said, they'll take the game into the mud. They'll take it into the slop. They'll win some games 13-7. but you want the Steelers. The Steelers do that 10 times a year, and they win 7 of those. The Chiefs do that 15 times a year, and they inexplicably win 15 of them because of number 15. So, Vijay, the Jets are winning 6 games, tops.
We will revisit this video in January.
We will revisit this video in October when the Jets start 0-9.
I'm also not underrating the addition of Harrison Phillips and the defensive tackle they got from the Browns. I don't believe how the Jets got gashed in the run the last couple of years, rather. That's going to happen this year. I believe the Jets were going to be able to stop the run, which Lord knows how many times on 4th and 1 and 3rd and 1 I knew it was going right up the middle and the other team's going to gain that first down. I don't think that happens this year. I really don't. And if you ask Zach Wilson or Tim Boyle-led team if they had any shot of winning against the Bills 2-3 years ago, I would have told you you're crazy. I think Justin Fields is a little bit better than both those quarterbacks. That's why I think we'll split with each team in our division this year. I'm not saying we're going to sweep the Bills, right? I just think that there's a formula here. And to answer your question, Kwasi, it was Aaron Glenn who said it's not a passing league. Aaron Glenn, our head coach. I'm with my head coach in saying we are going to be able to run the ball, stop the run. 9-8 Jets. No drug test required.
Perfect.
I saw the clock. That's why I said that.
Okay, I respect it. Okay.
You know, the clock actually worked out there because I saw it and I want to end on a little punchline there.
That's like you always go over the clock. You know what I mean? Overtime.
Yeah.
Perfect.